it's colder than I would like it to be. That's the only time you'll catch me really wearing gloves, friends, is when it gets cold. That's it, because if your fingers go cold on you, it's not really that good. You know, it's not. I put a little hole right in the end of that. It wasn't quite long enough, this one, so I just, you know what I mean, a little smaller, a little tight. Anyways, this is such a nice place out here. I got my nice warm, what's that, a screwdriver? Oh, it is too. Okay, good. Well, that's handy. Okay, let's check our fuel. I'm actually gonna run, I'm not gonna run this saw. I'm gonna run this old 850 here. That, I don't know, it should be fine. It should cut okay. We're cutting cedar, so it's not that bad. Let's have a look at what we got for fuel. We're bone dry. I brought the 38, friends. And the Poulan, because what happened is, friends, I actually lost a video. I deleted a video completely by mistake. Yeah, it
Thank
sucked.
you to YouTube.
It did.
I reached out to YouTube, and friends, we got that video back, and it's already back up.
If I counted how many of these pairs of gloves I've worn out over the years, oh my goodness.
Okay, I don't want to sound corny, but I'm a woodman. I wrote a song about the woodman.
Friends, Nate was kind enough to send me the link for this, and I know some folks have seen the podcast. It was a great episode. I'm going to bring it up on the channel here, so look forward to that coming up over the next few days.
For a long time.
Back to it.
We have Buckin' Billy Ray Smith.
Anyway, this is what I like about this. It's all self-contained. I absolutely love this setup, brothers and sisters. I do. I love it. So let's go cut that freaking tree down. Okay, let us go.
friends, you want to, I see fellas getting all excited on the stump when they start putting their back cut in. You can see their whole body language change. They start to get nervous and they start to get a little freaky around the stump. Just stop. Make sure you set that wedge when you got room. Once you get your bar in far enough, set the wedge, whether it's leaning back or forward, don't matter, just set it. Get control of the tree. Once you got that bar in there deep enough and you can tap a wedge in, you're laughing. You got her set. But right now, I'm just coming over to grab the camera. And take a deep breath, reset yourself once you get in your back, cut it up. You're just building a stump at this point now. You're just building a stump. I got plenty of bar. Just poke in there, grab this, come around. You'll notice I'm cut right up on the one side here now as we look in here. And that's important to have your high side or your low side, whatever side you're on, get it cut up. Now, see, we're totally cut up there on that one side. So we're gonna set the camera up and just finish this thing off at the back. It's not necessarily leaning back, but we wanna make sure we get all nice and set, like it's tight. You'll notice I got a kind of a tight shot here because I don't want to wreck the forest and I don't want to hang up in that big cedar there. See, I'm pointing my finger. We're going on the high side. I was going to shoot down low, but it's going to crack into that thing there, that leaner, and flick the butt over. So really score up your sight. Friends, so a couple things to be aware of at this point. I'm on the stump. I'm shooting a gap. I'm always shooting a gap, it seems, but I just want to interject for a second here. A couple important things. Whenever you brush timber, stuff's coming back. You'll notice in the GoPro angle, I don't follow the tree down to watch where it's going to land. I've already done that. That's already done. I already know where that's going. I'm looking up. Because I hung around the stump, if there was any slight chance that perhaps that tree was going to get hung hard in the right, get hung in that tree, I'd have been able to spin it while in motion using inertia. But if it settles, you're hung. So you've got a couple of moments that you can use gravity and inertia to get you out of these binds. That's why I hung around the stump. So I'll show you the other view, which is right behind me. But watch my head, because there's stuff coming. I know it's coming. There's dead limbs in it. It's going to brush timber. There's stuff coming back right to the stump. Always comes right to the stump. Okay, so just watch this one, and then you'll notice you don't see the tree fall in the GoPro view. Back at it. So friends, by no means is this smart, safe, or recommended. What is recommended is you hit the road, okay? I'm not, this is not a neat thing or hey, cool, look at this. It's stupid. It is not smart and is unsafe and is not recommended. Don't do it.
All right. Oh, you don't need the pouch no more. I sure like that weaver pouch, friends. I'll leave a link for you if anybody wants this. This is the only link I have in my entire 7 years of being on YouTube. This is the only link I have that I support thus far, is this. Friends, I gotta touch on something. I didn't think I'd ever have to do this, but I see a lot of guys ramming their dogs into logs and undercuts. You can use them. They're not for that. Your dogs are not for going like this. Wham! They're not for that. They're for undercuts and back cuts and bucking firewood. If you want to use them to pull a big undercut out of a tree or a small one, don't do this ramming stuff. You're gonna find puddles of oil underneath. You're gonna break your crankcase. Friends, that's not good to do that. If you want to put your saw in the log, just get the right dogs that can operate properly. Just put it in there. Don't this. Bam! You're gonna wreck your power saws. Stop power saw abuse. And use them to get your undercuts out, but you don't have to ram them. You just don't have to. BP 655. And I brought some axes I want to test. And we're working on this fur log, and I thought, well, you know what? I'm gonna give this BP another go right freaking now. And I'm telling you something, I'm very excited about this saw.
Danielson! I said Danielson! I fatten it up a bit here, friends. I just thought that might have been a little lean. I actually lean it out again here in a minute, but I just fattened it up. Let's have a listen. Daniel. Son.
I'm quite impressed. Very impressed, actually. Wow. It sounds weird. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't know, it does interesting things. I like it.
That was fun. Friends, that saw, it's powerful. It's a reed saw, right? So I'm just learning it. You got to watch your tuning on something like that. I mean, a saw, they've got to be sharp, friends. They've got to be sharp. Make sure they're sharp. But screaming isn't always the best. It's not always the best. Don't think it is. I've come into situations where I've leaned my saw up, right? Scream it, and then bring it back to that 4-stroke, we call it, that girdle, and then gone into the wood. And it wasn't enough. It wasn't getting enough fuel. So learn your saws, keep them sharp, keep on bucking, and keep on trucking. And another thing, Matt Newcomb, Chris Oberjohn, and Jared Oak. It's your lucky day, gentlemen. I want you guys to email Christine at buckandbillyray.com. Pick out something out of the store. It's coming your way. You people on Sundays that come to this super chatter thing and you guys support this channel, as most of you know, it's pretty much all we do. It's more than you know. It helps more than you know. And I want you 3 gentlemen to get a hold of Christine. We'll get you a shirt, hoodie, hat, whatever you like out of that store on the community, okay? Thanks. Friends, see you on the next video. Be kind.